Hey guys, this is my tips on how to enjoy Guild Wars 2. My first tip is creation. Now, people, when they start RPGs, a lot of them like to default their character. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, they start the game, they pick their race, and whatever person they give them, the game gives them, they click, okay, that's good, I'll be that guy. That kills your immersion. Regardless if you recognize it or not, it will kill your immersion. Because eventually, you'll go on and you'll complain and bitch about how, oh, ArenaNet didn't put that many customization options into the game, so I wasn't able to make my person. You didn't try to make your person. So, you gotta put in those extra minutes. I mean, your game isn't going anywhere. It is on your desktop. You bought it. You download it from ArenaNet. All you have to do is remember your password, and you will have that game. Unless ArenaNet blows up or something, I'm not too sure. But you have that game. So sit down and just take those extra minutes. You know, the game isn't going anywhere. Now, some of you guys may recognize this footage from an earlier video I posted online, the Deep Asura customization video. This is, in fact, my friend Diz. He's a friend I know from middle school, and he also plays AoE3 with me. He is on right now, and he is making a very detailed Asura, and I felt he was the perfect person to inspire people to actually go deep, because he does everything. He takes the time out. If you haven't watched the video, I suggest you watch it. It's 19 minutes long. It's 19 minutes of your life. I mean, it's a pretty deep customization video. He even messes with all the sliders and everything. He goes back and re-edits. He does everything. Now, my second video, or my second tip, actually, sorry, is your armor dyes. Now, I'm not going to necessarily tell you what dyes you should use, since color options are all up to you. But I'm going to suggest on the better way to pick your colors. Now, don't start by just clicking on random colors. You know, you'll be influenced by the colors your character's armor already has. What I suggest is picking all your colors in a bland, whitish, grayish color like they sort of have here. Make all the colors for every piece of clothing that same color, that same whitish color, and then go back and pick the colors one by one by one. It takes time, but actually it does take time. It takes time, but at the end of the day you'll enjoy it more, because you were able to, you'll still have that feeling that you created something beautiful and a masterpiece for your character to wear. And your colors transfer, so you don't want to have an ugly color on all your dyes. Even though you can change it, might as well do it here and not change it later. Now, my next tip here is for the start of the game. A lot of people, when they start the game, they play it like every other MMO, regardless or not if it's just like every other MMO. And you gotta play Guild Wars 2 like it's the first MMO you've ever played. Some people may find that hard, I know, but no one has, well, I guess the beta testers have played Guild Wars 2, not the full game before. But you guys just gotta play it like it's your first MMO. Everyone has had that experience where you just go and you're happy because everything you're doing, you're doing off instinct. Don't play with goals at all. That will kill your immersion, and you will eventually bitch about how the game got boring. Trust me, I've seen the forums and I already know about it. My next tip is helping others. ArenaNet puts a lot of emphasis on teamwork in this game, which I say is a wonderful thing for an MMORPG to do, is to influence teamwork. Other MMOs make it so hard for you to actually have teamwork by putting all these little things in your way. If you're running around and you see an event with someone, regardless if you're in their party or not, hop in and help them. You know, you may make a new friend, you may get a good item, you may just level up from the event. But always, you know, help out your fellow teammates, no matter what. Even if it's just you and another person against a giant boss. Tag team that bitch, man. Don't, like, it sounds weird, but do not shy away from the boss fight. If it's you and someone else, you guys have the ability to beat them. You just gotta work as a teammate and help out each other. Which actually brings us to my next point, and that is to watch other people's backs.
Oh no, I need
Now,
to get help.
as I said earlier, it was you and another person versus a boss, or in this case an army of other people. Work together and watch each other's backs. It will feel amazing, especially if you guys win the fight. To win it and have only you two there feels great. Now, even if it's just 2 people, there's always more people on the way. Always more people on the way. Even in the middle of nowhere, people will come and they will just flock to it. Now, if you guys are wiped out, that is still okay. Go to your nearest waypoint, respawn. After you respawn, head in the direction. And while you're heading there, remember to never give up. Grab anybody you see, tell them, hey, there's an event to the north. Come with me, let's go do that event. And you and your new army of people will just go and do the event. And I'm telling you, it feels great to do it with other people. There is nothing more satisfying than going to an event, switching your gear to better suit the other players around you, and just being this temporary militia kind of army. And when you do it and you win the event, you get this amazing little thing that happens, and you get like a little medal. You complete the event, bam, it's a medal. You know, you get a few achievements, and you may even level up, and it's just that great feeling. The next tip is learn how to use your skills. When you're using your skills, there is some skills that have natural AoEs. If you don't want to fight 3 monsters at the same time that are close to your level, learn what skills have natural AoE. Also, you should learn your underwater skills. I have learned the hard way about not knowing or not learning my underwater skills. There have been a million times where I've been underwater, you know, mind my own business, and then I get mobbed by something. And I die because I don't know how to fight underwater. But once you practice enough and you learn your skills, you get to pull off an amazing combo like this. Correction. Also, learn your range. Now you get to pull off an amazing combo. My next tip is teamwork. Teamwork, like I mentioned earlier, is the fundamental of this game. You gotta watch other people, especially in a big boss fight. You have to watch all your other players back, because whether you realize it or not, they are watching yours back. If you go down, they will help you up. If you know you're low in health, even if it's by accident, a lot of people carry around AoE skills just to have, you know, that little like standoff with the boss. You know, throw down an AoE heal and everyone gets helped. Now, do not neglect the people in front. If you're not fighting, if you're not getting hit, and there's melee in the front, either go help the melee out or throw AoE heal their way, or debuff the boss or something. Do whatever. Now, when you see someone down, revive anyone you see. Second you see your opening, go dodge roll past the boss and start healing people. The more people that are up, the faster the boss goes down, the faster you get your rewards. And this goes especially for people who like aren't getting targeted by the boss. You know, you see someone down, feel free to stop and pick them up. It makes the fight so much easier to have these people in there. have all these people up. And even if you go down, if you're not being targeted by the boss, the second you're able to heal yourself. Now sometimes it doesn't work out too well. Like about right here. Sometimes you die at the end of the battle. But that actually is okay. That is okay. Because once the boss is down and all the other I guess minions of the boss, if that's how you want to put it, all the other minions of the boss are taken care of, people will come. People always come to revive the dead ones, especially if they help in the fight. Actually, even if they're walking by, they'll help you out. Like I said, people will always come and get you. And now, once you're out, gather your surroundings, go back out to the mob of people, and start reviving other people. My next tip is to always return the favor. Always revive other people who have helped in that boss fight. You never know, they may save your life someday, and when you're higher level. Now my last and final tip for you is to just be free and play the game. I know it sounds silly to say that, but a lot of people play with goals. A lot of people want to rush to level 80, and when they get to level 80, they're not happy. They're saying the game got boring. The game gets boring when you force yourself, because making a goal like getting to level 80 ASAP is forcing yourself to get to level 80 ASAP. And no human was meant to force themselves to do something they do not want to do. Humans were never meant to force themselves to do something they don't want to do. There's a reason why work and jobs and all the other things you are forced to do seem so dull. So just play. Be like this little robot and wander around the map. Wander aimlessly. Just play. There is no reason for you to force yourself. Because I guarantee you would get to a point in your Guild Wars 2 career where you're tired of playing this game. And it's not because it got boring. It's not because ArenaNet failed somewhere. It's because you forced yourself to play something that was supposed to be fun. And with that, that's all my tips on how to fully enjoy, or to help enjoy videos. If you want, you can post your own tips on how to enjoy Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 is a great game. Play it like it's the first time you played Guild Wars 2, and you will always be happy about playing Guild Wars 2. Thank you. Enjoy.